Sorry for the inconvenience. Good morning, everyone. We are back with another Impact Salesforce Saturday session. Today we have Rohit with us, and the session is on Just Testing framework in Salesforce. And Rohit is a 5x Salesforce certified and technical consultant and proficient, and he is also a blogger at Salesforcehunt. Hi, this is Praveen Goli. I am Salesforce certified admin and developer and working in TCS, and also one of the star volunteer of New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. These are the social media handles and hashtags of Impact Salesforce Saturday session. You can also join New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group in Trailblazer community so that you can get daily updates about the upcoming sessions, and you can follow us on website. Impact Salesforce Saturday session. This is our virtual session organized by New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. As I said before, you can find the past and upcoming sessions in the New Delhi Salesforce Developer website. And also you can register from our official website. Talent Central is again an initiative which is taken up by New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. It is same like Naukri and Indeed. That as bridge in between the Salesforce aspiring students who are looking for job opportunities and the companies looking for talented students. Talents. Let's implement. It's also an initiative. Here they are connecting the mentors and mentees along with the mentorship. They will also get the hands-on experience which will be guided under the mentors. Journey to Salesforce is also taken by Salesforce India Developer Group Relations. These are the top contributors to the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. They are very active in contributing to the group. Thank you so much, guys, for the contributions. These are the New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group social media handles. You can follow these official channels and get updates every day. Thanks to our sponsors Crowdvandana and GreyOps. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today's session. I hope you all have great session, and thank you. Over to Rohit.
Okay, thanks Praveen, and thanks all to attend this session, and we will start this session soon. Okay, so give me 1 minute, then we will start. Okay, fine. So again, good morning, everyone, and let's get started without any further delay. So let me share my screen, and please confirm everyone, can you see my screen? Everyone, can you see my screen?
I'm not yet. Not yet, right?
Okay, fine. Maybe still loading.
Yeah.
Now, can you see?
It's still loading, Rohit.
Check again.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So here today agenda is like the Just Testing framework for LWC in Salesforce. So you know manual testing and all the things, right? But I will show you the Just Testing framework under the LWC component, right? Under the Salesforce. So how to write our test cases, yeah, unit testing, we can say that. So we provide our component more reliable, more reusable, and more testable. Right, so these things we will look into in this session. So let me introduce myself first of all. So my name is Rohit Kumar. I am Salesforce developer at Perficient. I'm a community speaker. I have 4x Salesforce certified and 1x Copado certified as a developer.
Hi Rohit.
Rohit, are you there?
He got dropped off, Sushant.
Network issue might be.
Network.
Okay, let me check.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, Rohit.
Yeah, Rohit.
Okay, let me share my screen again because I think some internet issue from my side. Don't worry. Okay, fine. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rohit.
Okay, fine. So yeah, so here you can see this is the today session agenda that is called Jest Testing Framework for LWC in Salesforce, and I will show you these all things related to LWC testing, like how to perform our unit testing, like test suits and all the things. Okay, you know very well, like manual testing and automation testing. Okay, so but in the LWC is the very most important. But if you want to make your component as a reliable, reusable and testable, so we can use LWC unit testing framework that is called Jest. Okay, so let me introduce first of all. So my name is Rohit Kumar. I'm a Salesforce developer at Perficient. I'm a community speaker, and I have 4x Salesforce certified and 1x Copado certified DevOps engineer, and I'm a speaker blogger, and these all speakers, blogger and YouTuber all related my Salesforce. Okay, and you can follow me my YouTube channel, Salesforcehunt, and social media handles. You can follow me, and if you want. So let's get started, and we have some housekeeping rules, like mute your mic first of all, and keep adding question in chat window, and question will be answered in the last 10 minutes of this session. So this is a housekeeping rules, right? So I hope you understand. Okay, so here this is the agenda in our session, like what is Jest testing framework and Jest introduction, and how to set up Jest framework for LWC, that is called Lightning Web Component. And here another one that is called component directory structure. Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Sorry
Rohit.
for okay. I don't know what's going on in my internet. Sometimes is connected and sometimes it's disconnected. Okay, so now it's still, you can see here. Okay, so this is the agenda in our session, like Jest introduction, Jest testing framework for LWC, how to set up the Jest framework. Okay, and then we will see like component directory structure, and after that, like write a basic test, how to write our basic unit test under the LWC, then how
Rohit, you are disconnected again. That would be great if you can change your network or you can connect with your mobile hotspot.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rohit,
Sorry
we
for.
can hear you. No worries. Rohit,
Okay, okay.
can you change your network or connect mobile
Yeah,
hotspot?
I already changed, and now it's another network. So here, can you see my screen
Yes. We can see your screen. Please go ahead.
right now? This is another network. Can
Yeah,
you see
we
my
can
screen,
see.
everyone? Please
Yeah, we
confirm.
can see it. We
Okay,
can
okay.
see it.
Okay, great. So this is all agenda in this session, and please be stay because it's a very most important if you are learning LWC or if you have some knowledge or if you have some average knowledge, so you can increase your knowledge based on this agenda, like just introduction, setup, and component directory structure, then write a basic test and how to run the test. Okay, we will cover these all things. So first of all, let me complete this slide one by one. So here in the next slide, here, like just introduction. Okay, so what is just introduction? I will show you what is just. So just is a JavaScript testing framework, always remember. Okay, so JavaScript testing framework to develop with an emphasis and on simplicity to develop our component as a reliable, reusable, and testable. Okay, so these things, this is a JavaScript framework, and based on this framework we can build our LWC component as a unit testing for testing purpose, right? Then approaching this testing of our component, it's important to remember the two types of testing, like you know very well, like functional and unit testing. Okay, you know very well these all things. So here each test lives in a separate folder. Okay, so we have like separate folder for if you want to create a particular folder in LWC. So if you want to create any LWC component, so it's a automatic create one folder, like camel case. So based on this camel case, it's generated 3 files by default: XML file, HTML file, and we will see these all files like JS file. So if you want to create just testing framework and unit testing, so you have to create another folder that is called __test__, right? So this folder is a very most important for just framework. And after that, you have to create your one JS file that is related our test, and then we will run this file, and then we will see these all things, right? One by one. So each test live in a separate folder that is called __test and test underscore. So okay, so inside the component bundle and contain the any number of tests inside that is called inside test suites. So test suites is a collection of the test cases. So under the test suite, we can provide n number of components, like if you want to perform any type of unit testing under the LWC, so we can provide with the help of these test suites, right? So it work with Babel, you know, like Babel is some separate modules. Okay, and package we can say that like TypeScript, Node.js, React, Angular, Vue.js, and more projects. Okay, so we will see these all things, but in this session we will not cover these all things because it's a separate, like TypeScript, Node.js, React, Angular. You know, if you know well and good, otherwise we can take this session separately. So if you know these things, well and good. Okay, so this is all about like just introduction. Now here you can see how to set up our just testing framework for LWC, right? So before starting this just testing framework for LWC, like before we install just for LWC, we need to install 2 other software as well, because without these 2 software we cannot work our that is called LWC project. Okay, so these 2 things very most important, like Node.js and npm. So Node.js is a separate module and npm is a node package manager. Okay, so based on this npm and Node.js, we can perform this unit testing. Okay, so how to perform this unit testing, I will show you. Okay, so first of all, you have to download these things that is called Node.js and npm. So how to check that? So let me show you. First of all, let me open my Google, and then we will see here. Okay, so under here, under Google, you have to search that is called Node.js. Okay, once you search this Node.js for window, if you have window, so you can click on this window part and you can download for it from this particular website that is called nodejs.org. Okay, so this is the base side, or we can say that is a main side of the Node.js, and you can download based on your system. like Windows. If you want to install for Windows, so you can install for Windows. If you have Mac, so you can install for the Mac, like as a 32-bit and like a 64-bit for Windows. And this is a Mac installer, and this is a source code. So you can download source code as well. If you have Linux, so you can download like some packages and script. So based on that script, you can configure that. So here you can see like MSI, Microsoft installer. Okay, this is MSI, zip, package, target. And here you can see like 64-bit for Linux binaries, because we can install binaries under the Linux system. Okay, so if you install for Windows, so you can download as a 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, once you download, so how to configure this Node.js? First of all, you have to open your CMD, as you know very well. So based on this CMD, like this one, so let me open this one, and let me show you how to check the node is it installed in my system or not. Okay, so how to check that? So you can check like node, then -v. -v means version. So it's provide me the version of Node.js. So how to check? Here you can see this is the command, and hit the enter key. So once you hit the enter key, you can see like version 14.17.6, right? It means our Node.js is already installed in my system, right? So how to check is it installed or not? So there are so many ways. Like first is a control panel, and you can path your control panel, and you can check it out like environmental variable as well, right? You know very well. So this is the way to find out your Node.js is installed in your system or not. Then we will check another package that is called npm, like npm-v. V means version. Once you click this V, so it's showing me npm version. So npm I'm using like 6.14.15. Okay, so this is all about like version about this two software that is called Node as well npm, right? So give me a second, guys. And after that, we have to check another things for this like Jest Testing framework. This is the one thing, and another like Java. So most of the people know about this Java language, right? So how to check? So if you want to check like Java is installed in my system or not, so like Java -- then version, you have to write like version and click on this one. So you can see this is the Java version 11.0.1 LTS, long-term evolution. Okay, so this is Java. So my system having these all kind of software, so you can install first of all these all things, right? Also you can check like SFDX is installed or not. Once you check this, SFDX means Salesforce Developer Experience. So this is a very most important for us, because it's a help us to work on the CI/CD job, right? So CI/CD job means like continuous integration and continuous delivery. So based on this SFDX, we can check our like CI/CD job with the help of VS Code, right? So after that, you can see this all version here that is called SFDX version. So this is the Salesforce CLI command line interface, and you can see the version that is called SFDX CLI 7.1 something like that. Okay, and here there are so many commands. So if you don't know this SFDX, so you can check my course and in YouTube, and you can learn all the things from basic to advanced, like how to work all the things, like how to deploy with a specific class like Apex class, how to deploy whole class at a time based on our CLI. So you can learn these all. This is a basic thing, right? So these all software you have to need, and this is a prerequisite, right? So this is all about like Salesforce CLI, npm, and Java. Okay, so this is the one thing for you. After that, you have to check another things that is in my slide. Let me show you here. Here, yeah. So we already configured like setup Jest framework for the LWC. So these all kind of things we have to learn, right? And here you can see the steps. So how to perform these steps? So we can perform the step based on our run command. So once you open the run command, that is called npm. Okay, so npm, and after that you can see here that is called like npm init. Npm init means and node package manager initialization. So you have to execute this command, and it's create me one file that is called package.json file. Okay, so this file is very most important for us if you want to run any unit test or coverage or watch or debug system. You can check here in the highlighted area. Here you can see, right? So this is very most important for us if you want to coverage your code, and as well like if you want to perform unit testing, right? So based on this command we can do that. And also this file that is called package.json file. Okay, if you run these things like npm init under the command palette, so based on this command palette, and we can perform this thing, like we can create our package.json file based on this command, that is npm init. Okay, after that here you can see like how to install npm. Okay, so you can install this npm based on this command, like npm install and @salesforce /dx-lwc test. So this is the basic command if you want to install this npm. Without npm we cannot work under the lwc based on your unit testing, and if you want to perform any Jest framework testing. Okay, so you have to install first of all these things like npm install this command. After that you have to see here how to create lwc component. Okay, so we can create lwc component. There are so many ways to create the lwc component. One way is a command palette, or one way is once you click this folder structure and click the on lwc folder, right click, and you can see the one option let's say create lightning web component. Once you click this create lightning web component, so you have to write your lwc component name. So I added here, that is called demo. You can see demo, right? Once you hit the enter button, so it's creating me this demo folder as well, 3 files. Just focus on the demo.html, demo.js, demo.js-meta.xml, these 3 files mainly. Okay, I will show you what is this test and all the thing, don't worry. So just focus on 3 files right now, that is called demo.html and demo.js, and after that xml file, right? So these 3 files very most important, every like lwc components perspective, right? Then we have to create another folder, one folder that is called __tests __. This is the naming convention. Without this naming convention you cannot perform any unit testing under the lwc. Then you can see after that one file. So I created one file here that is called demo.test.js, right? So if you want to create any Jest testing framework unit testing under the lwc component, so always follow this naming convention, like your component name .test.js. So your component anything like demo, test, or maybe like xyz, abc, pqr, based on your component. So you can replace demo with your component name, like anything like abc.test.js, but this is mandatory. You can see like .test.js. Okay, without these 2 extension we cannot perform, right? Then we will see another things for you. Let's say write a basic test. Okay, so in my case here you can see I already created one basic test for this session. So here you can see I created one demo.test.js file. Okay, so in this file you can see like create component, import statement, demo, and something related to my modules. And after that you can see like describe, after each. Just focus on this right now, that is called some component here, like describe, after each, e2, then e2, you can see. So these all kind of, we can say that test suites. So under this test suites we can perform our like unit testing under the lwc. Okay, I will show you each and every point here in my code. Once we will learn and we will show like some demo under this session. So here you can see let's say here like describe c-demo. Okay, so describe is a predefined method, or we can say functions under this framework, and we have to provide our component name with kebab case. You know very well, like if you want to access any child component in any component, parent component, so always use this kebab case, like c- and your component name, right? So I already created one demo component, that's why you can see like c-demo here, right? Then arrow function, after that this arrow function, here you can see like after each. So this is the after each, and under this after each I already use like while. Under this while you can see like first child, right? And remove child, create element, append child, these kind of things you can see. These all test suites. Under the describe methods you can see like different types of test suites. Okay, so this is test suites here. So here I will show you this code in this session. Don't worry about that. So here, how to run our test. This is the main things. If you already write some codes about the unit testing, so how to run our this test cases. So you can run with the help of this command that is called npm run test : unit. This is the main things, highlighted things you can see here, right, in this area. So this is the main things, like npm run test and : unit. So once you execute this one, so you can see under this that is called green part, and under this green part you can see -demo, because we already use our component reference under the test file that is called unit testing file. Okay, and we have lots of methods and lots of like we already created some test suits, like we have 2 test suits here in this screenshot you can see, and already 2 passed and total 2. So this is the basic command to run your test. Right now here you can see it's time to do like some demo. Okay, so we will see this demo soon. So now let me open my VS Code and I will show you this demo here. So here, okay, so this is my VS Code here, you know very well this ID. Okay, so if you want to perform any component, or if you want to create any component in the this VS Code, okay, this is the ID. Okay, I integrated development environment. So this integrated development environment, we can create any type of files under this ID, you know very well, right? So here you can see different types of options. Like if you want to create new file, so you can create plus icon. This is a folder, and this is a reload and refresh your window. If you have already file created in your root directory, and if you don't see anywhere in this ID, so you can refresh your component based on these options. Then you can see collapse. So if you want to collapse all the things, so you can collapse like this. If you have expand already something like that, I want to expand this force app and this main things here, and I want to collapse this one. So based on this option, we can collapse like this. Okay, so this is the main thing. And here you can see one folder. If you want to create any LWC project, so by default this folder is automatic come here. Okay, so now how to create our LWC component. So we have 2 options right now here, and there are so many options. Okay, and here with the help of SFDX, with the help of command palette, or with the help of right click in this folder, and now you can see like create lightning web component. These 3 ways, and I will show you all the ways, like 3 ways here you can see easily, but I will show you another things, like with the help of URL hacking and all the things. With the help of this URL and another tips and tricks I have, so we can create LWC as well. So don't worry about that tips and tricks right now, because we will focus only just testing framework. So don't worry about it. So here you can see these all options here, right? So if you want to create any LWC component with the help of command palette, so Control-Shift-P, and you can create based on your need, like here SFDX : create lightning web component here, right? So you can create your component based on this command that is called SFDX : create lightning web component. So I already created a lightning web component that is called demo here, right? So you can see here demo. Okay, in LWC folder you can see one demo here. Okay, under this demo you can see 3 files, and please follow this structure, right? Like demo.html, demo.js, all the things. Okay, so if you already created this demo, you can see by default 3 files in the LWC. Under this demo folder you have to create another folder. Okay, so under this folder that is called demo, we have another folder that is called __ tests and __. So you have to create this folder as well. Once you create this folder, you can create with the help of this one, like right click and then create new folder, this option. Okay, then we will see these things here. Now if you already created this folder that is called __ tests __, so you have to expand this, right? Once you expand, you cannot see any file like this demo.test. So you have to create manually. Okay, so this is the developer job. So if you don't know these things, how to create that things, so you can create with the help of these options. So just click this right click in this folder like this and create new file, and your file name should be like your component.test.js. This extension should be here, right? So I already created, that is called demo dot, here you can see like demo.test.js, right? So here under the demo.test.js, we have lots of like we consider methods. So first of all, you can see this import statement. This is the very most important for us, right? So here you can see this is the import, and under this import you can see the element, create element from LWC package. So this is the module or package, we can say that. Module is a collection of the packages, we can say that, and package is a collection of the functions, right? So here you can see, and before that we have to configure, that is called package.json file. Before these all things, we have to configure, that is called package.json file. So you already initialize one command, we already discussed, like npm init under the command palette. So I already initialized that time. You can see this package.json file is automatically created in root folder. Here just collapse these all things, and now you can see under the bottom, that is called package.json file, right? Under this file, now it's the latest things, so automatically handled by this ID, and no need worry about to manual edit this test unit watch, test unit debug, test unit coverage, all the things. So it's automatic created by, and this ID, like that is called VS Code here, right? So you have to configure these 3 commands, first of all, 3-4 commands here to here, you can see here, right? So this is a very most important command. Under the script tab, this is the, we can say that, always remember this is a JSON file, right? And JSON always work like key values pair. And this is the root directory, we can say that root element. This bracket is a root element. Under this root element we have some element, that is called parent. This is the parent of this one, okay? Under this parent you can see like all values and all element underneath. We have already like if you don't know about JSON, so you can learn from any website, there are so many resources, okay, available in the market. So here now you can see like script, same thing, you can see like dev dependency, and we have like plugins as well, LWC plugins. If you don't know like how to start our dev server, like init and npm start, all the things, so we can configure here as well. So this is a basic file for package.json. Here you can see this one. Now it's time to do what, like how to use these all things under my component. So I already created one component here, that is called demo.html, and this demo.html you can see like template, okay? Every element under the LWC start from template. As you know, like if you know like Aura component, so Aura always start like Aura or Apex colon page is a Visual Force page, right? So Aura start like Aura, something like, okay? So based on that framework, we can use this directory as well here. So you can see this is the LWC, that's why you can see template here, right? Under this template, without this template we cannot execute our HTML code, always remember, right? Now you can see like lightning card, and then we have some like variant. This is the attribute under this HTML, like title and icon name. Under this one, just focus on that. Here you can see some value underneath, like variant, we can perform any variant. If we have like title, if you want to perform like title, so you can change your title based on your need, so you can change, like, so I already changed here like hello, and this is the icon name, okay? So you can see this is the icon name. Under this lightning card, I used some here that is called like p tag. So under this p tag, I use like hello, then after that you can see this expression. So expression is nothing, we say like you can find out this expression from the JS file, okay? Okay, fine. I can see, what is this? Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yeah, Rohit, we can see.
Because I got some message from somewhere, like I cannot see your screen like that. That's why I'm asking. Okay, no problem, fine. So here you can see like line number 11. So under the line number 11, we have like p tag. Under this p tag, we have hello and person. So hello is the static keyword, or a static, we can say that word, not keyword, because keyword is a pre-reserved in particular languages. So here you can see like hello. So hello is a static text, we can say that, right? And after that, this expression, you have to take this value from JS, that is called dynamic expression here, right? So how to find out this value? So you can find out this value from JS. So here just focus on that, you know very well, this is the main important and import statement. in the LWC, this is the main statement. Every time you can see like import, then you can see this bracket API colon lightning element from LWC package module, we can say that. So under this module, we have API as well wire as well decorator. There are so many decorator like track, wire, API in LWC, right? So you can take it from this LWC module, right? So this is the main part under this that is called LWC component. Now you can see like export default class demo. So always remember and keep in your mind. Okay, this is the very most important here. So I already created one LWC component like that. I will show you. Let me open my notepad and I will show you here. Just focus on that. So now in this notepad, I already enter like this name. Just focus on that. And please observe. I already entered this name in my component. If you want to create any name, any component, let's say employee component. So you always give this name of the LWC component. And under this LWC component, we already seen here like one folder that is called employee here, right? Under this folder, we have 3 files. You know very well how to find these 3 files. One is a employee, or let's say for time being I am using like employee emp. Just remove this one, emp, and after that HTML. Okay, these 3 files. And here under here, let's say here, just focus, emp.js file, and one is file that is called metadata file, that is XML file. So here emp, just focus on that, right? emp.xml. For now, right, I'm writing here XML. You can see there are so many extensions, that is demo.js hyphen meta.xml file, right? For now, try to understand here this file as a metadata file. Now here in this area, just focus on that. This is the HTML, right? And this is our emp, like emp.js file and emp.xml file. Okay, these 3 files here. Now just focus on that. Once you open any JS file, just focus. Once you open any JS file, you can see the class name is a capital like emp. I will show you here. Okay, like emp. So I use like demo in my case. So you can use any name in your component as well. So just focus. In emp.js file, we have one class that is called JS class. You can see the class name as a capital. Pascal case. Like if you have like employee details, so like emp details, something like that. It's a Pascal case automatic, right? So just focus. So in HTML, JS, emp, you can see like emp here is small, right? But here in this JS file, you can see the class name is Pascal case. So just open the JS file, and now you can see my demo is D. D is a capital here, right? Why? Because I already entered small. Now you can see the class name as capital, because every class start from capital letter, you know, like oops concept and all the things. So you can apply each and every rules here. Okay, don't worry about that. Then you can see like extend. This is a inheritance. Okay, you know this extend from which component? Like LWC element. So this LW like lightning elements coming from LWC direct modules. So here you can see this is the basic structure. Now you can see like API. So API is nothing but it's a decorator under the LWC. So under this decorator, we can access this API property that is called person anywhere in this project. Okay, in this project or in this org. Okay, so here you can see like person. So person having some value, and this is the attribute, or in this like HTML is an attribute, and in the JavaScript we have property. So person is a property under JS. Always remember. Now at the rate API person equal to word, and I want to use this person under the HTML. So you can see like hello person. I used this bracket. So is nothing more, it's a data binding. So maybe it's a like one-way binding or two-way binding. So based on your need, so you can perform this operation. So it's a one-way binding right now because I'm not using any input type box. So if you want to change something, so it's an automatic change in my text as well, right? That is called two-way binding. But two-way binding is nothing. If you want to change something in HTML, so it's an automatic change into the JS, and the DOM engine or JS engine is automatic manipulate this all the information into the HTML page. It's say automatic, like to bi-directional things. Okay, but one-way binding means if you have some static word or static tags under the JS file and you want to take this static sentence from JS to HTML, so you can use directly like this. So it's a one-way binding, that's why, right? After that, you can see like hello, after that some spaces, and after space you can see this binding hello and person value is a word. So you can see here like hello word, then this exclamatory mark. Just focus on that, this one as well, right? So this is like data binding and how to create these things. Now it's time to do like perform some testing. So how to perform the testing? So you can perform your testing, just click this file. We already discussed about this file. So here you have to import your component first of all. So how to import? So first of all, import this create element. This is the first statement. Always remember, it's the top. You can see like import create element from LWC. This is a predefined element. So we can say keywords here in the LWC. Now you can see this is a custom. Now import demo. So demo is our component name, from which directory you can see this C-demo. So if you want to take any reference from particular folder, so always use C-then demo. You can use any folder like data binding, component A, component B, all the things you can see here, right? Like design token, something like that. So based on your need, so you can take it from here. Okay. After that, you can see like describe. So describe is a method under this testing framework. And under this method, we can perform a number of suits, like test suits here. Okay. So after each, you can see this one. So this is a predefined syntax. So you have to use this syntax as well here. Predefined. Like after each, while document.body, you know, document is nothing else, a browser window. Under this browser window, we have to find out like body and first child of this DOM. So this testing framework always work on the DOM, document object model. Under this DOM, like document.body, remove child. So we can remove based on our requirement, like it's automatic remove the child from this document.body.first child. So this is the after each. After that, you can see the main things here. This is our first test case. Just focus on that. This is the first test case, line number 9, that is called it. So every test case from start like it keyword, you can select it. Under this it, you can write anything here, like here to here. This is a string. So you can change based on your need. So for now, you can see like renders the default markup. Okay. And after that, you can see here that is called arrow functions. Okay. So in the JavaScript, you can see this arrow function as well, because it's a shorthand notation and you can save your time and you can increase your productivity as well. Right. So here that is called const element. I already created this, that is called create element from this module. Just focus on that. I just highlight this word from here to here. Just focus on two words like here to here. Like let me highlight this one here to here. Right. So you can just focus. So create element coming from LWC, right? So I just use here that create element reference. And after that, you have to see, I want to create this element that is called my component name, C-demo. So always use this naming convention like C-demo, right? So this is a kebab case, because if you want to use like D capital here, so it will not work in your case. Maybe some naming convention is defined under this framework. So that's why. Okay. So always follow this naming convention like C-your component name, right? It can be anything. In my case, you can select demo here, right? So now demo, then colon, and after that, you can see like this bracket, and after that, you can select is demo. So is demo, you can see this demo part. I will show you here. Let me admit this demo. Just focus on that. So this demo is related to this demo here to here. Just focus. Okay. For now you can see this demo to demo is here. Now after that, you can select document.body append child. Append child means you can append your child in the next node. Okay. If you have some, like, let's say one parent under this, let's say I will show you here, like this is the one parent here. Okay. Under this parent, I want to append one child. So this is a one child here, right? I want to add another child. So you can add here like this DOM. So this is the parent and this all child of this parent, right? So you can append based on this method that is called append child. So here you can see element. So I use this element variable here. So it's coming from like this. So I just append this C-demo component under this HTML DOM, that is called document object model here. After that, you can select p tag. Why I'm using p tag? Because I have p tag in my HTML. Just focus on that. In line number 11, I have one p tag. That's why I'm using here. That is called element.shadowroot.querySelector. So if you don't know like shadow root or shadow DOM, so this is the very most important concept and under the LWC, right? So you can learn these things in LWC prospective things, right? So a shadow root or shadow DOM is nothing but say like kind of some boundary, and you cannot cross that boundary, because if you have some CSS and if you want to apply this CSS to another component like in this particular hierarchy, so you cannot use directly. That is called based on your shadow root or shadow boundary. Okay, so here you can see like shadow root and query selector P. So query selector is nothing but same like as our SOQL query, Salesforce object query language. So under that query language, we have like select, then field names from particular object name, right? Same thing you can select query selector. So query selector always asking that particular element if you want to pass here like P. So P is available under my HTML. You can see like line number 11. So you can take from here to here, right? So here you can select P. After that, you can see like expect is a predefined method. So I want to take this output like this one here, like p tag. P tag is a current reference here. You can see under this p tag, we have another property that is called here text content. So text content means if you have something under this p tag, that is called here content. You can see like under P, you can see like hello and person coming from JS. So person value is word. So you can see like hello word, then exclamatory mark here. So you can see here, just focus on that. Okay. Now text content to be maybe like this one. So it can be like this one, hello word. I want to expect this word. That is called hello word. So for now, in my case, just focus hello and person value is a word. Then you can see like exclamatory mark. So this case is successfully executed. Why? Because I want to be like hello word here and exclamatory mark. That's why my test component or test suite will be successful here, right? So here now you can see here like in line number 17, after 17 I just use another test suite like render one. You can use n number of test suites here in a single file, right? Now you can select constant element and after that create element. Same thing like create element c hyphen. This is a common for all here to here in all my files here, right? After that, this is the main things here because of it can be like hello word. So hello word is a dynamic things. So it can be anything like word, any name like your name, my name, or anything as you have. So it can be anything. That's why I'm creating another test cases here that is called render one. Under this render one, you can see like element dot person. So element coming from this component, and here, okay, so here you can select person, element dot person equal to some name that is called my name here. So I want to fetch this person coming from this demo and I want to assign this value into the person. So my expect output will be look like hello Rohit, then exclamatory mark, right? Then here like same thing, like you can see here document.body.append child, and then you can pass this current element here, this reference coming from this line, like line number 19. And here you can see like let me show you here, just focus on that, like constant p tag equal to element dot shadow root and query selector p, because I want to query on that particular element. That's why you can see here, right? And after that you can select expect p tag dot text content to be equal this one that is called hello Rohit, right? So this is our test class, or we can say that unit test under. So you can execute, we have like different types of commands here, right? But we have this command in package.json file. Just focus on that. We have this command that is called here like test unit, this one, npm test unit. So you can run this command here to here. So how to execute? So let me show you here. Yeah. So you can see like npm run test colon unit. You can write like this, or just focus on this spaces and colon, all the things. If you write like npm without space, so you can see this is the same word. Okay, sorry. like npm run here. So this is the same word, right? If you want to take this one like separately, just focus on this syntax, like npm and then space run, then again you have to write some spaces between run and test. You can see one space between them, right? Here to here. Okay, now after that you have to write like test colon unit, and if you hit this command, after that let me expand this screen to you like this, so it's easy to understand this all test unit and all the things, right? So for now let me show you here. Let me execute this command, and after that you can see some sfdx command is automatic runs, and just focus on the runs. So it's a automatic runs some commands, and here you can see finally, let's say just focus on that. Now it's time to do like it's time to check our components is working or not. Now just focus on this line first of all, that is called one green line, that is renders the default markup. So I already wrote this text under my first it method, right? And this is the second, that is called render one, and it's taking like 29 ms seconds milliseconds, and you can see like 4 ms based on your component size or based on your file size. So it's take this time as well here. Now you can see like test suits. So one pass, one total. Okay, great. Then you can see like tests. Okay, so we have two passed and two total. So we have two test cases. So you can see like two passed and two total. That's why you can see like this is passed and this is failed like that. Snapshot 0 and total time you can consider here 4.9966s. Right? So ran all test suits like this. So this is the all output comes from my component. Why? Because our component is successfully ran here. You can see this one. Now it's time to do what? To make some difference or to make some difficulties, like I have some problem in my component. So how to find out these all things? So let me change something here and just focus on that. Here in this JS file, I want to change something here. Let's say this one, I want to remove this D here and save it, and again you have to execute this one. So if you don't know this thing, so you can again you have to clear this first of all, and let me execute this command that is called npm run test colon and unit. So here after that you can see some command is going on and runs, and now you can see it's a failed. Why? Because we have lots of things here that is called first test case is failed here. Just focus on that. And second is passed, because here in expect method received to be expected, and here expected hello world, and D is highlighted, means D is remaining in this area, and receive hello world WRL world hello world, and in top you can see like hello world. So I missed here, just highlighted here. You can see in green line, you can just focus on this D. So D is missing in my received, means receive parameters. So you can see the syntax, all the things, some errors, and now you can see like one failed, right? One failed, one total, one failed, one pass. Pass means the second is passed here, render. You can see render one. That's why you can see some error here like that. So how to fix that? So just focus on the expected and received parameters. So I need to add D here. So how to add D? Let me show you here. Like if you want to add D and save it, again you have to clear these all things, because I always make my Visual Studio neat and clean. And here now we have to execute this command again. Just run this one, npm run test colon unit, and after that you can see successfully run, because we don't have any error in my component. Let's say I want to make some error. Let's say I want to change this input, let's say Rohit, and it will be run or not, because under my test you can see like hello world, it to be hello world first of all. That's why it's throwing some error right now. I will show you here, right? So here let me execute this command here again, and now here you can see, okay, it's expect like hello world, but I supplied like hello Rohit. That's why. So it's a failed right now. So how to pass this Rohit value, and also you can see this Rohit value is right or wrong. So under this JS file you have to change this as well, like Rohit here, hello world to Rohit, like hello Rohit. Now it's time to save this, and again you have to run this. Okay, so again let me do that one thing for you. So just a second guys. Okay, save it, and now here clear this one, and now npm run test and unit. Now finally you can see my success test cases here, like one passed, one total, two passed, two total, and everything. Okay, so this is all about like unit testing under the LWC thing. Okay, this is the basic, but it's a I hope you are understand these small things like how to start our unit testing under the LWC. So that's why this is the main motive this session. Okay, now let me share my screen. And now here, any questions about this session, because I'm done from my side. So here in my screen you can see my any questions, any query. So if you have, so you can ask. Otherwise, Parveen, please go ahead and take over to you. Sasi as well, sorry.
Yeah, Praveen will take care of it today. And thank
Yeah,
you,
let me
Rohit, for the
share my
awesome
screen.
session.
Okay, thank you. Parveen, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I have shared the screen to join the Kahoot quiz.
And also let me share my social media handles so you can contact with me if you have any doubt, query. So you can learn from my YouTube channel as well, each and every playlist, because it's available. Now let me share here in the chat box. So I already shared some links and references in my channel, so you can learn from here as well.
And Rohit, there is a question from Manjit. Could you please show the coverage of your demo component? Is there a separate
So-
exception for that?
Yeah, it's a separate session and all the things, so that's why I'm not showing this code coverage and all the things. You can coverage because we already I already shown these things like code coverage and test colon unit and like debug, all the things. We have package.xml file, so this package.xml file we have lots of like commands, so based on that command you can cover your LWC component code coverage. Okay, I hope you got the answer.
Yeah, I'm going to log this quiz and start. Yes. This is the final question. Yeah, congrats to Nandini. Please share your email and LinkedIn in chat box.
And please accept a delay of 2 to 3 weeks because we need to share the details to the Trailblazer community. So it might take time to issue a voucher to you. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. And thank you again and have a good weekend. And please support me on my YouTube channel. So it's good for you and me also as well, because I need some support from your side. Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
So
Rohit.
thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rohit. Bye. Praveen, did you copy the name and mail ID?
Yeah, I noted this. I
Oh,
noted.
thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.